This video looks at wheel alignment and what toe in and toe out are. When looking from the top of the vehicle, the wheel alignment, often called tracking, is the relationship between the angles of the steered wheels while at rest. Put simply, the difference between the distances of the front of the wheels to the rear of the wheels. This can be as a linear measurement between the toes of the tyres, or as an angular measurement of the wheels. When a vehicle is toe in, the fronts of the tyres are closer together than the rear of the tyres. When a vehicle is toe out, the front of the tyres are further apart than the rear of the tyres. Every vehicle will have its own relative toe setting, which can be found in the maintenance manual or technical specifications. The reason for these relative toe settings being at a particular measurement is down to the drive and suspension setup by the manufacturer, so that when travelling under average vehicle use conditions, it goes to a value near to 0 degrees or parallel. Toe out is mainly found on front-wheel drive vehicles. Statically, from initially driving off, the torque applied to the wheels on driving tends to make them pull themselves forward, toeing in. So the adjustment is there to ensure the wheels run parallel on average usage when the vehicle is moving. Front-wheel drives also tend to understeer when cornering. Toeing out introduces a small amount of oversteer to counteract this effect. Toe in is mainly found on rear-wheel drive vehicles. The main reason for this is down to the steering and suspension setup, but also the toeing gives the vehicle a greater straight-line stability. How the relative toe setting is adjusted varies between vehicles and is dependent on steering setup. For example, on a vehicle with a single track rod, such as off-road and commercial vehicles, opposite threads are fitted at each end of the rod. Turning one way will shorten the rod, toeing out the wheels, and turning the other way will lengthen the rod, toeing in the wheels. On rack and pinion type steering, as fitted to most modern cars, the steering needs to remain central and adjustments need to be made equally to each track rod end. Failure to do this will affect the vehicle's ability to steer on locks and may have an adverse effect on tyre wear. It is also worth noting that some vehicles have track rods or steering racks in the front of the axle, so the adjustment will be reversed. Incorrect wheel alignment can affect steering and handling, but the most noticeable effect is excessive wear on the steered tyres. Too much toe-in will constantly present the outer edge of both tyres in the direction of travel, exposing them to scrub and excessive wear on the outer edges. Too much toe-out will have the same effect on the inner edges of the steered tyres. Wheel alignment can be affected by many things, including worn steering and suspension ball joints and bushes, curbing, and other road condition related damage. When track rod end ball joints are replaced, the wheel alignment must be checked and adjusted if necessary.